Hello everyone, I'm Kashika Narula from grade 10th Lexicon International School, Kalani Nagar. Today here I am going to show you how to make the HTML pages of a filter demo. So here firstly I'll be showing you how the project looks. Here we have a student table in which there is the student name, the surname, the phone number, the email ID, and there is a button for updating the student and deleting the student record. There's also a search button. For example, over here, if we want to search the QWE student, so we can search QWE, and when we search, we get only that student's name and surname and all his or her record. So here, basically, what this project is aiming towards is, let's say there are 100 students in a class. So now, of those 100 students, the teacher wants to update the email ID of one student. So we can search it, we can update it. If the teacher wants to delete, maybe the student left the school, so they can also delete. We can also update. So here here I have the surname as KIYR. Let's just say that the surname is just KIY. So update KIY, submit. Now the surname has been changed to KIY. So this is the basic thing. And then add new record means we can add a new first name. Let's just add KK. Let's just add MMM. Last name can be NNN. Contact number can be 123456789. And email ID can be mn@gmail.com. Enter. So here we have a new ID which is taking all of these records. So let me show you how to make the HTML pages, means how this will display. The first HTML page we have is display page. We create all the HTML pages inside the template so that they can be saved in one place. So first is the display.html page. Over here I created whenever we create a new HTML page, for example, I'll show you more, new HTML file. Let's create a test page. So test. So this is the basic syntax that comes. Now here we can add a title. I'll just add it test. And then over here in the body we can create forms, we can create tables, we can create headings. So headings has this h1 tag. So whenever we put in h1, it automatically creates its own closing tag. So this is how we create the h1 tag. Similarly for table as well, table, we close it and the closing tag is automatically created. And over here we can write the table rows, tr, and inside the table rows there is table data, so td. So now we'll not be doing all this over here. For now we'll just go on to display and I'll show you how I did it. So firstly we created the table, and then over here we have the table ending tag as well. So line 39 is where the table ends, closes. So let's go back up here. So in the table we put in the border as 15.4. We can put it as 2. When I put it as 2, the table displays a little less bordered table. And then when I put it as 30, let's say, or 40, then the table will have a more thick borderline. For example, this. I'll just keep it 15 right now. 15 is fine. Now we put in if stud. So we basically from here percentage curly brackets is the syntax and if is the statement. So basically this statement is like this. So curly brackets percentage if, then percentage curly brackets, and now after if we can put in anything. For example, I put in stud. So what is stud over here? I'll show you in views. Just take this near views. In views I put in stud. So stud is basically my object. So like student.objects.all. So what this has done is that stud is the objects which I have created. Over here the objects are ABC, KKK, ABD, MMM, MMM, MMM. So this is what we can do. I'll just delete the extra MMMs. So now stud is the student.object dot all, and now we have done return dot render request comma display dot html, and then we have passed this key and value. So the key here is stud and the value is also stud. We can put it as student, but then I'll have to change the whole variable here. So if I put it as stude, then over here as well I'll have to put an stude. So now you see which is the variable and which is the value. So this is the variable which we have used and stud is the value. Now here if I put students full students, then in display.html I'll have to add the whole students word. So here if stud, and then now you know how to use the basic S for loop. So for S in stud, in every table row there should be one table data with s.id. I'll show you this in my models page. Models page is right here. In the models.py you can see I created a student first name, a student last name, a contact number and an email id. So for every table row there will be one student id. Over here you can see the student id is 26. This is auto generated. There will be one student name, so s dot student underscore first name. This can be a variable which you have taken in models. So student underscore first name here, and similarly here. Next I close this table data and create a new table data. So in one table row there should be 5 table datas, 5 columns we can say. First is the student id, second is student first name, third is student last name, then contact number, then email id. And then after that I put in a href hyperlink for upstud, which is my update. I'll show this function in the next video, and delstud, which is the delete. These two are my agendas for the next video, so please like and subscribe to see the next video. Now here I have the end for statement. If you remember, we created a for loop in line number 11 right here. So we need to end this for loop, and then else if else is the statement, not if statement, if else. So for that we need to start the else as well. So curly bracket %L %curly bracket no data found, and then end if. So that completely ends. Now next is my search button, for which I have created a table. So search button, to put it in the center, like over here you see I have this in the center, add.search. I can put this table also in the center. Let's try that. I just need to write this sentence over here before the table, Control V, and after the table ends right here. So now this should also come in center. I'll just try. Delstud does not exist. Oh, okay, so tables can't be in center. Now here I go back, refresh. Right now I open it again. Errors like this often come because of reloading the page again and again. So python manage.py run server, click. Right here we have our table again. So that was just an error due to reloading. We go back here. So yeah, back to the code. So h1 means heading 1. It will create a bigger statement. So if I put in h1, I'll have this big add new record, whereas if I put in let's say h6, so I'll have a smaller add new record. Refresh it. As you can see, the add new record has become super small, but I don't want it super small. I want it big and viewed by the customers, by the teachers who are entering the students' information inside. So form action. So form is again just a form which we created in forms.py. Here, right here, I created this form. This is also agenda for the next video. Now here we have in display.html, we have input type equal to submit. So this is very important, because if input type is something else, then it won't submit. When it submits, it goes into the value. So our value is search, and value is search, which we have created over here somewhere. We have search. So in search, what it does is name equals to student.get. So in the name, So the search, whichever search we have done, for example here I write in ABC. ABC is the search I have done. So this will be saved in this variable name request.get. So we have to get whatever is in the search. So we got whatever is in the search ABC here, and then we need to compare it. We need to filter it with all the student first name. So whichever student first name contains name. So if you can see this line contains name, that way that whole line, that whole information will be saved in stud, and then we need to return render stud onto display. So when we search ABC, there's no value ABC, so I'll just search an ABD search. We get the ABD 28th KIYF, as you can see. So this is how we do it. Now I'll go back to my page. I'll show you display.html again. This is how we created the display.html page. The next page we have is home. So now you can see home page, login page, show student info page, test HTML is just what I created right now. I'll just delete this page for now. Delete. And then test display.html and update student.html all have this same thing. Now what is this? So as you can see back here in my models, I created a student model, and then this student model in views I created a register. Control F. In forms I created a register. So here we have our class register, which has this form. The form has fields, labels and widgets. Widgets means that this form will show text input, this form will show date time, this form will show email input. There are n number of things which can be shown. So back to my update student. Here CSRF token means means in this HTML page now we can connect a form.py from anywhere. So like from here we connected a register as p as in paragraph. So if I don't put this as p, it will not show in paragraph, it will show in like straight lines. And then if I put it as p, it will show in paragraph like this. Show student in paragraph. So now we go back over here, and then again I got that error of for deloading again and again. Control C, Python manage run server. Over here we will see that back to the page. So this error often comes, not to worry about it. It will show different types of error, like sometimes it shows value based error, sometimes it shows integer error, but just try reload it once. If it, just close the whole page and then reload it once. If it happens, then means you have no error and the computer was just trying to tell you that you've been completely opening the same page again, like just this. You've been doing it again. You've been reloading this page again and again, so do not do that. Close it and reopen it. So I'll just do that once more. Now here we have a method equals to post. So there are two types of methods. They can be post or get. Now what's the difference? Whenever we open a post method, so now you will see over here, if I add a new record and then I do an ABCC ASKHD, phone number I'll just put in 5432987661, 9 numbers, 8 numbers, whatever. Email ID can be abc@gmail.com. Submit. Now you will see over here in the home tab, I just see /home, not any other. Like if I used get, I will be seeing abcc/asd. I'll be seeing this whole thing I'll be seeing if I used get. This over here, like you can see down bottom left corner, this will be what I'll be seeing in the URL itself. But right now, since I used post, I won't be seeing it. Now if I could, I would change the post to get and show you how we see that, but to change it I'll have to change it in various other places as well. Like in views I have if request.method post, and then over here also I have various places I use post. So all of the places I'll have to change to get. So that will be a long process. So right now this is where I'll be ending my project. On this note, I'd like to mention to you that to see all the views, you'll have to subscribe to my channel, because I've explained all of these functions one by one very elaborately on my channel. Only two functions are remaining, which is del, delete stud and update stud. So these two functions I'll be explaining in my next video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Please like and subscribe to my channel.